Thank you. I'm from southwestern Wisconsin, a dairy nutritionist by training, and I got introduced to a concept in farming way back in the mid-1970s when Bill was only 14 years old. And got introduced to the fact that the soils affect the feed we feed our cows. And so as a dairy nutritionist, I got involved in dairy nutrition from the soil up. I spent the last 25 years of my career developing nutrient-rich, super quality forages for dairy cows. Our cows get to eat better than 99% of the people on the planet. And so anyway, then this system of farming we call biological farming because we focus on the life in the soils. And we have a farm in southwestern Wisconsin. And the book came out in 2000 and called The Biological Farmer. I got a new book coming out late this fall called The Story of Mineralized Balanced Agriculture. And I want to get to more schools and more education systems. We are a fertilizer, livestock, mineral company. We manufacture our own fertilizers. Since that book came out in 2000, I've been whipped around this planet about 10 times. And I dragged an idea home from Australia, which is so common sense, I don't understand why we don't just do it. It's putting carbon with fertilizer. See, fertilizer's in our water because it's in solution. Where do you think it would go? So if we took the fertilizer and tied it to carbon and then put it in the soil, we got a carbon-based fertilizer that we get much more efficiency out of, and we don't have it run off the land and it doesn't tie up in the soils. So we actually, the Dots are our consultants. We're a $20 million company, and I work with about 5,000 farms in the Midwest. It's privately held. I have 3 partners. 2 of them have just retired, and we can grow as fast as I can get people trained. You can see we're heavy in the Midwest. Those are all our consultants. We have facilities in Wisconsin, Iowa, Minnesota, Michigan. 2 years ago, we moved out to Idaho and Utah. I'll be out there in 2 weeks. North Dakota, Pennsylvania, Ohio, and into Canada. So we can grow as fast as I can get people trained. We used to bring on 3 new consultants every year. And right now, last year I had 21 go through my training, of which 3 are in this room with their projects. So anyway, it's a system. This whole movement's about soil. Somebody's got to teach the farmers how to farm and how to do this thing successfully. We don't have to take less yield, and if we don't come up with a system, we're not going to get the quality food we want. My family got involved in farming. We're not gardeners, we're farmers. We farm 1,200 acres, we've got 200 cows, we got our own meat market, that's Black Earth Meats. I'm like Joe Sullivan. We were getting our meat processed there, and they were going bankrupt and closing. It was the last one in Dane County outside of Madison, Wisconsin, so I ended up with the thing. And so we've been at it 2 years, and they used to process 20 head a week, and now we do 50 a day. Wow. We're going to have affordable foods out here for the local people, because it's all about scope, scale, and volume. And we're looking at vegetables and expanding into vegetables and fruits. We make our own cheeses. We do a raw milk cheddar. Seasonal cheeses has been really well because how we farm is different season to season. Our cheeses have done really well, but we make a cheese that only my rich friends can afford to buy. And so that's a hobby. So anyway, our farms are really about centered. We have a grain mill. We make our own flours and grain mix and pancake mixes, and we just got started on that process. Our future in Midwestern BioAg, the stars are our potentials and our possibilities. What are we looking for? We need to expand. Last year we ran out of product. We can grow as fast as I can get people trained, and we can expand. I need distribution, manufacturing, and we would like to partner with people all over this countryside and take over existing little fertilizer companies, just like you see in the meat processing businesses. They're going down, so are small fertilizer companies, and people are aging, and so we're interested in partnering with them and taking this concept nationwide. From small investors to an extremely large project, we think we can grow our $20 million company by tenfold in the next 5 years and then have a transition plan to move on. Thank you.